Good morning, everyone. I am Dexter Gravel, and welcome back to my continued first-time playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. I realized last time that, or I guess during the time between my last stream and now, that I missed a few low-level quests. So I figured I'd tackle those today before I tackled anything else today. First of which is here in Upper Lenosha, right? Yeah, this is Upper Lenosha by Gigaroon down here. But first of all, needs to switch out who my meeting is going to be today. That's going to be not my unlucky rabbit, but my little bomb, little cherry bomb. Hi, it's been a while. All right, little buddy, let's go see what Gigaroon here has for me today. We have the hottest of box lunches. Ooh, oh, I get a glamour prism for this. Awesome. Gigaroon of Mimiruin's trading post has deliveries that need to be made. Gigaroon has good goods. Good goods need delivery, but Gigaroon busy. Too busy. Have hot box lunch. Kikern hot box lunch. Lunch for Tonga Tonga. Tonga Tonga in Thalos. You take for Gigaroon. Okay. Where do I take it? Oh, it's not even that far. Oh, Thalos. That's what this area up here is called. Okay. So it's just above us somewhere. Let's go, Shiba. Gotta make a delivery. I'm not entirely sure what the specific... Wow, I can't even think. Where is it? Oh, it's below me. I thought it was above me, but no, it's down here somewhere? Where is it? Should be... Oh. Okay, it's in this building, it must be. Yeah, here you go. Tonga Tonga. Leave me be. I'm too hungry to continue my research, let alone receive visitors. Well, I actually have a hot box lunch for you. This is a kicker and hot box lunch from Meberuin's trading post. How did you know? How did you... Thank you, friend. At last, I will be able to hear myself think over the growling of my stomach, and also the sound of this fate music. I was so eager to come study the fossils, I never gave any thought to how I'd take my meals. I've neither the time nor the materials to cook on my own, so the trading post has been a godsend. I'm always happy to be on the receiving end of a nice hot box lunch. That was really all it needed to do? What? Huh. Okay, so just more silver pieces. Oh, that's why they only did the one thing, because you have a quest as well. What is your quest? Buried Truth. Tonga Tonga seeks help excavating fossils at Thalos, and I get more glamour prisms for this. Huh. I know it's not easy making your way out here where I am. I could use someone like you around here. Would you like to aid in my excavation? Sure, what do you need me to do? I do what I can on my own, but I need someone to be brave the more dangerous places, such as atop the bones themselves. Set out in my place and see what fossils there are to be found. If possible, I would prefer a variety of specimens. A variety of specimens, eh? From up here. Oh, I see one of them already. Right here, a round fossil. Indeed, found a round fossil, and it wants me to find two oblong fossils as well. They're both up here somewhere. Oh, I saw one of them right up here. An oblong fossil. Interesting how they have these places all over that you can find them. I'm not sure how you're able to... Oh, I was gonna say I'm not entirely sure how you're able to get up here, but apparently you can just jump, right? Meh, maybe not. So apparently I guess you would need a mount in order to get access to these, because only mounts are allowed to jump this high. Ooh, that was close. I almost missed that. It's weird how this is a level 20 quest then, because you wouldn't be able to access any of this stuff without a mount, would you? Wouldn't be able to get up here without it. Are you able to jump down from somewhere? No, I don't see it. Huh. Yeah, there's no way you could actually jump all the way back up there, so... Interesting how they made it a level 20 quest when you have to be level 50 to unlock flying. That is odd. Alright, let's go give these fossils back. Hey, Tonga Tonga, I found stuff. Found something, have you? Come, let us have a look. I found two oblong fossils and a round fossil, which strangely enough looks like an oyster. Ah, yes, these are fine specimens. These long, narrow bones likely belong to some sort of giant sea creature devoured by Thalos. From the looks of it, I'd say it was about the size of an adult Gubo, if all told. Wait a minute, does that mean Thalos is the name of that giant fossil that we keep walking on? Wow. And this round fossil, well, I've developed a theory that that this is the shell of a parasitic organism. I found countless others like it concentrated near the remains. These are good finds, my friend. Both are testaments to the sheer enormity of Thalos. Forgive me. We scholars tend to assume that we scholars tend to assume all know as much of our subject matter as we. Do you know the tale of the Thalos? It is said Limlane summoned the massive serpent upon the primordial dry, and from its belly it spewed forth the waters which became the seas. So it sounds a lot like Leviathan. We have no proof the remains that lie here are the Thalos. Indeed, whatever beast this was first came to be called that by virtue of its size alone. But I, for one, now dare to believe. It just may be that these bones are those of the divine serpent that brought life into this world. Maybe. Just 4 silver pieces, thank you. Are there any other quests here now that I'm missing? Is it just these 2? I think so. Because all the other ones here are level 34 or 30, just level 34 quests here. So that, I believe, is it for Lenosian early game quests, or early game relatively. So I think there was another one I missed. Where was it? Where do I have it written? Black in the North Shroud. So let's teleport back there and see what we can do at North Shroud. Fulgurn Float. There was somehow a level 28 quest that I missed. I thought I did all the quests here. Unless I'm coming back here and there is no other quest. Is there no other quest? Oh, wait, there's some here. Yeah, there's a level 28, end of 27 that I missed. What? No, wait. Oh, okay, so it's just this one. Save the trees that I missed. Okay, let's go do that. Real quick, and then I'll get into the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to do today. Oh, not yet. There we go. Alright, Orion. I believe you have a quest for me? Save the trees. Orion of Florentel Spire is concerned for the trees. As a wood whaler, it's my sworn duty to protect my nation from the Ixal. Yet, as a Gradanian, it pains me to see the trees around me wither and die while we are off fighting battles. Shroud hares have grown destructive of late, gnawing away at trees and ripping shrubs from the ground, yet we cannot very well tell the birdmen to stay their spears while we hunt over such slugs, can we? And so I turn to you, adventurer. Pour this week-old ale over the scarred trees, and the culprits should be along in short order. You would bring the wood much succor if you could put them down. Okay, for some reason I thought they wanted me to put down the ale in order to, like, heal the trees, but no, it's to actually just summon the hares that are dealing damage to it. Like these shroud hares that are part of this fate, which I believe I have done before. But first... nope. Really? You want to fight me? How about this? It's going to count towards me completing this fate, but I don't really care at this point. There. Any more decided to show up? No? Good. Now I can deal with this. The actual scar tree that I'm supposed to be helping with. Flat ale. Hostile presence! It's a shroud hare! Ah! It's stronger than the other ones that I fought. Not by much, thankfully. Whoop. No, you don't. Right! Oh, I didn't think that was actually being enough to get it with that shot. Alright, cool. So that's the first tree. Next ones are further down. Speed up the process on Sheba's back. We head... Oh, wait, there's one up here. Let's deal with this one first since it's up here. Aha! It's over by this tree trunk. Alright, here's the second one. Ah, you show up above me. How dare you? Don't scare me like that. Down she goes. Woo! Woo! Oh, I'm getting hit by that. Oh, did I not? I didn't see if I got hit by that. Maybe I did. I couldn't tell. Alright, last one. This one's below me this time. It is... Oh, there's this tree that I just passed. Excuse you? Really? Okay. You want to do this? Fine. I can do that. Easy enough. Just don't you turn around as well and see me. Please. Good. Good, Bane Might. Okay, last tree. The last bit of flat ale. And we get... another hostile presence! Ah! Stop scaring me! Whew! No, you don't. I mean, I know that's supposed to be not... it's not going to deal much damage to me, but it's still good to know to keep doing that. Alright. Report back. Let him know the good news that the 3 Shroud Hares are killed, even though I know there's pretty much going to be more. Thank you, adventurer. I can battle the exile with a clear conscience now, knowing that those like you are friends to the forest. Florentel, whose name this spire bears, was one of the greatest heroes from the time of Gridania's founding. His marital exploits were exceeded only by his love for the forest. Oh, Marshall! Why did I say marital? No, Marshall. And his love for Eugenia, the namesake of our sister spire. Do such tales of yours not set your heart aflutter? Maybe. Maybe not. I actually just made a bunch of these the other day, so I'm good on these. Thank you. Oh! You have something else. What's this one? Pomicius Results. Is that Pomicius Results? I think so. Orion needs your help in obtaining something not easily come by. As you've proven yourself a capable ally, I would entrust you to a task more ambitious than the slaying of hares. Mayhap you have encountered curious constructs of living stone in these parts. They emerged from the sundered landscape in the wake of the calamity, and their numbers have only burgeoned henceforth. For each one you slay, another rises to the surface to take its place. My comrades and I are at wit's end. It's clear that we must take the battle to the source. There's a researcher by the name of Eom Ippokan who frequents the Bob and Cork and Falgord float. I suspect she might be able to shed light on the matter. Take this sealing vessel and capture the living soul stone of one of the golems. Mind you, you will have to weaken the brute first. Deliver the soul stone to Yom Ippokan and see if she cannot ascertain the golem's origin. Okay, gotta go bottle up a... I almost said bottle up a genie. No, bottle up a golem. There we go. You think properly. Let's see. I need to find a golem specifically, which is down below me somewhere. Is it one specifically it wants me to find? I guess it's one specifically it wants me to find. Oh, a pumice golem specifically, not a clay golem like these are. Okay. That's easy enough. So I just need to make sure that I weaken it first. And don't actually kill it. Although if I do kill it, there's another one here, so that should be okay. Oh, another one decided to show up. Woo! Oh, that wasn't... not what I wanted to do. I wanted to set up that. Okay, let's target you first. Make sure I have that set. And then try this again. Weaken it a little bit. Okay. Try using it. There we go. Ow! It hit me just at the very end of it. Alright, so now I collected it. Now let's go deliver it. Deliver it to Falgard Float to Yom Ippokan. That's a strange name. Ah! No, go away! I don't want to deal with you today. Man, she's still following me after all this time? There we go. Now it disappeared. So, where are you, Yom? Oh, up in this building. Aha! Inside the Bob and Cork. There you are! Yom Ippokan? Why, that's me. At least that's who I think I am. Did you need something from me? You seem a bit absent-minded, but there's something here that someone wanted me to look... you wanted me to have you look into. Gumus Polems? I fear I'm not familiar with them. Oh, pumice golems, on the other hand. Orion has told me all about them. Let us see what you've brought me now. Oh, I can just feel it pulsing with energy. You've certainly found a live one, haven't you? I must begin my analysis straight away. Now, where did I put my glasses? What? Was that it? Was it really just that? I guess so. Huh. Nothing more to this quest? I thought there would be more. Like, mention something about losing glasses. I thought that would have been part of the next quest, but that appears to be it for North Shroud. Alright, so that is actually it for the random little other early quests that I, for some reason, missed out on. If I did miss any more, I'll I'll have to look into that some other time because that's the only ones I have written here. So now, to the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to do today. I'm going to head back to Ul'dah first, because what I'm going to do is get the job crystals for all of the low-level stuff, low-level jobs that disciples that I've been working on. I'm going to do it in reverse order. So I'm going to start off by doing the Pugilist quest first. I keep forgetting to actually look around here to see if I can find any more of whatever this question mark is. I have no idea what it is. I feel like it's related to the treasure hunt, but I don't know. I haven't been able to find any others just by randomly looking around, but I haven't actually done a thorough search yet. And I keep meaning to. I'm going to have to do that soon. But for now, we're going to continue with Hamon's... Either continue with Hamon's training or go into what we needed to do for the training for. Return of the Holy Fist. Hamon would request your aid in his training. I'm pleased to say I managed to find and thwack all the dummies. You did well to deploy them where you did, son. Thanks to you, I almost got killed several times. But what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, and I'm feeling stronger than I have in ages. As a matter of fact, I reckon I'm not far from regaining my former strength. One last step will get me there, and I'll take it by having another bout with you, Dexter. I want you to meet me out in the Sogoli Desert, at a settlement called Forgotten Springs. The place is home to the most luscious Mikore maidens this side of Eorzea. Gods, I can't wait to take in their lovely forms again. Okay, we're gonna go meet some dancers or consorts. I'm not sure what they be called, but we're heading off to Forgotten Springs. You're gonna meet us there, aren't you, Hamon? And maybe Choo Choo too. Let's see. So, we need to head... Oh. Okay, so it's off in a little spring area just to the south. Let's see. Aha! Over here. Okay, so it's just Hamon, and this is actually an area I haven't seen before. I've been to Forgotten Springs before, but never to this spot specifically. Alright, Hamon! Are you ready for this? This landscape takes me back, it does. Sand as far as the eyes can see. Crystal clear spring waters cooling your feet. Scantily clad lasses giggling as they bathe and frolic. Of course you would. Well, I well remember these things, but my body has forgotten the seamless combinations that earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. That's where I've come, where to have you enter, Dexter. Sparring with you is what first got me back into the swing of things. Now it's time to finish the job. But before we begin, some warming up is in order. I want you to take yourself across the dunes to the south and defeat 5 sandworms. I'll be waiting for you here. What? Don't I need a warm-up too? Oh, don't you worry. I had mine long before you arrived. Those enormous buggers never knew what hit them. If you don't want to be outdone by this old man, you best run along and give them more of the same. Sure, I will do so. I really do not like sandworms, especially after the fates that happen in this area specifically, where they just do non-stop show up. They're level 31. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if I can take them down. I'm pretty sure I can. No, I know I can. But yeah, that attack specifically, the sand attack. I hate this. Because whenever they showed up in that fate, they would do nothing but that. Constantly having to move around to try and avoid them. It sucked. Alright, you're next. Oh, I lost the damage bonus. I wasn't paying attention. Ah! And try again. No. Oh, yeah! Boop! That's 2. I need to find 3 more. There's another one I can see on my map just over the crest of this little hill. Little sand dune. Ah! There's 3 of them right here. Nice. Come here, you! The damage bonus first. There we go. Stop that. It's annoying. And then 1 more punch. Good. 2 more. I see 2 more exactly here. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I just used sprint. Of course I can't use it again. And you. Whoop. You do not. And last one. Come here. Your turn. You don't get to do that today. There we go. Got him. All right, that was the last one. Report back to Haman. Let's go, Popcorn. We got an old man to help regain his strength for an upcoming fight. And I'm heading the wrong way. This way. Here we go. Oh, yep, there's the fate I was talking about. Stupid fate. I hate that. All right, Haman. Are you ready? Because I'm not. Ah, so you've seen to the sandworms. Marvelous. Now the real training can begin. Thanks to you, I've managed to get most of my stamina back. I'm confident that I can go the distance with the fittest of them. But if I'm to defeat Wegfar, I'll need more than just endurance. I'll need to remember how each strike transitions into the next. And you're going to help refresh my memory by pummeling the sense back into me. Sure, I can do that. Get all the pressure points in your back. You snap punch on Holy Fist 3 times. Hit me, Dexter, with everything you've got. Don't hold back. Okay, that's snap punch. 3 times, right? Ah, that's it. Give me more. That's the second one. Uh-oh. I might be too strong here. Oh, here we go. Snap punch. Yes, this pain, I can feel it working. Oh, apparently I can just keep doing this. This feeling. This is it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Haha, this is what I was, this is what I call growing pains. Now we fight this time, I'm going to give as much as I get. Alright. Oh, I didn't realize you were a lower level again. That's right, because we had to do that the last time. I'm not finished yet! Well, neither am I. Mark me, the next round will be mine. That was a little too easy. Oh, that's why it's a little too easy, because you keep going up in levels. Now the level 30 Haman. Nothing to keep me down. Okay, here we go. Don't need to worry about... Oh, don't know what that attack was. Don't need to worry about armor to destroy you here. Brace yourself, Dexter. I'm a mind to finish this. Oh, do you now? 100 fists? No. I'm nothing if not persistent. I have it. Good thing I just realized what he was doing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have stunned him and probably taken a lot of hits. Didn't want that to happen. I've got it. As a river flows to the sea, heedless of all that bars its path, so too must our combinations be. Oh, that even rhymes! Thank you, Dexter. The raging torrent of your blows has been as a strike of lightning to my brain case. I remember everything. Master, it's Wegfar. The man is back in Ul'dah, and he's demanding that you fight him now. So it begins. Very well. I will go to settle the score with Wegfar. He will be the first to know what the Holy Fist that the Holy Fist has returned. I almost said what was it? Foliest? I have no idea what that was. All right, let's go see how well he does against Wegfar. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to fight Wegfar myself somehow. Well, let's go see. All the way back to Ul'dah. Oh, Emerald Avenue specifically. That is over by the Pugilist Guild, isn't it? I feel dumb for not remembering where that is. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's just outside. Awesome. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Let's see, where are you, buddy? Oh, I see you. Oh. And you got a bunch of lackeys with you, I see. Proceed to Return of the Holy Fist. Yes. Why not? Ooh. The Battle of the Century. Didn't expect you to come so soon, if at all. You sure you want to go ahead with this? I'm a man of reason, and I'd sooner not have to hurt you. Just give up now and we can put an end to this mummer's farce. You can live out the rest of your days in peace. The only mummer's farce I see is a man trying to squirm out of his own self-wrought challenge. Well, I'm not going to make you the same offer. I'm not going to make you the same offer. Walk away, and you won't get hurt. They say Hamon Holyfist is going to perform his legendary technique. Right here in the avenue? Is it safe? Ha ha ha! I see I just robbed you of your wits as well as your strength. Well, if you're so eager for pain, who am I to deny ya? Just remember, there ain't no going back once your head goes flying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh! Whoa! Oh, that must have been his old power. He looked younger. Just like old times, eh, Wigfar? Hurrah! Unfortunately, I can't really do a crowd. Hurrah! Hurrah! Did you see that? Because I sure as hell didn't. He was too fast. Can I be that fast? I wonder. What's that? No, this can't be. I refuse to be beaten by a senile old fool. What are you doing? Get your asses out here, all of ya! Oh, now we're not playing fair at all, I see. That's where I come in, I see. I guess. Well, are you gonna help too? In case you're wondering, that was Pluto. A draft of it, and your body is hard as iron. Not even blades can pierce it. Stubborn bugger. Yeah, now we go. Ooh, yes, he is involved. Nice. Rakuda, but why? I refuse to fight on the side of cheats. Good, good. Say your prayers to whoever gods you keep. By the time I'm finished, not even your mothers will recognize you. Well, I'd like to see you try. How about I do the same? Let me take care of these guys first. I'll lop your heads and shite down your necks. How dare you? You leave Wigfar to me. Don't worry, I'm doing just that. You heard, Master Horn. We take care of the minions. Whoop. No, you don't. Okay, forgetting I have this too. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Ooh. No idea what that was. I wanted to do... Armor the Destroyer. Ah! Whoop. Look out. Okay, now you. Oh, he keeps pushing his own allies back too? Interesting. Now you guys, let's take care of you first. Oh, guy was already taken care of. Woo! What was that? What's happening? Oh, we got friends. Humility of the Alacron. Ah, let me get all of you. I probably just aggroed them all, though. No, I didn't. Interesting. What is happening? Why do you keep healing? Now let me take care of all of you at once. How about that? Come on. You know what? I forgot I can just spam this if I want to. You know what? Keep up the damage bonus. Ow. Okay, so far so good. Kinda. Woo! Don't do that. Come on. Ha ha ha. Last one. There we go. Oh, there's another one here. Hamon's fine. Oh, there we go. Now we can deal with Hamon, right? Or, sorry, Wigfar? Nope, not yet. Still got you. This attack, that's what I wanted. There we go. No, you don't. Oh, okay, good. Watch out, Dexter. Wigfar comes. Wait, you're targeting me now? Why are you targeting me? Why would you target me? How dare you? Damage bonus up. Ow. How about... reduce the damage you deal for a bit. That'll work. Oh, did my attack miss? Is that why it didn't proc? Whoa, look out. Bang! Almost gotcha. Oh, my attack missed again. That must be what happened. That's why I didn't... There we go. Yeah, we got him. You did it, Master Hamon. You won. Master. No, Chujuto. We won. This victory wasn't mine alone. And the people are rushing in to see, wow, you just beat up a guy. Holy fisticuffs, that was incredible. You wiped the avenue with those crooks. I'm going to tell my grandchildren tales of what happened here. Our work here is done. Let's all go home to the guild. Is that it? Oh, I guess so. Nicely done, everyone involved, I think. Even the bystanders, because they were actually there. I saw them. Interesting. All right, let's go. Speak to Hamon back at the Pugilist Guild. One last time, I take it. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey, Hamon, I'm back. So, how's it feel having beat up someone again? I want to thank you, Dexter. It's because of you I was able to rekindle my fighting spirit and conquer my demons. Perhaps even more importantly, Rurakuda's come to his senses, and Chuchuto's back to her bubbly self. Please forgive me, Master. I'll have no more to do with the Alacran. I'll roam the lands till I find myself, and strive to become a great pugilist like you. You've only just returned, and you're leaving us already? I don't suppose there is aught I can say that will change your mind, but if you ever want for company for a sparring partner, you know you're always welcome here. Ha ha ha! Youthful vigor's a truly blessed thing. Go well, my boy. There's not a doubt in my mind that you'll do me proud. As for you, Dexter, your combinations were a sight to behold, and right painful to receive. In helping me with my training, you've come to your own as a pugilist. The time's ripe that I taught you the technique that won me countless bouts in the blood sands. I call it Demolish. Unleashed when in the coral form, it combines powerful punches and kicks that'll send your opponent reeling. You have grown strong, Dexter, but your journey as a pugilist is far from over. To get as far as I have, you'll have to overcome many and more trials and tribulations. But whatever challenges threaten to block your way, I'm confident you'll be able to blaze yourself a path. So long as your spirit burns bright and your fists fly with conviction, there's nothing you can't achieve. I'm the living proof. Forge onward, young one, and create a legend for yourself never to be forgot. I think I will, thank you. Steel Claws, which I actually already have. Demolish. Ooh, delivers an attack with potency of 40. 100 if executed from the rear. Can only be executed in coral form. Oh, it creates a damage over time. Nice. Changes form to Oppo Oppo. So I could use that in place of my finisher, right? I think so. And then stuff that I have, or did have at one point, so just more silver. Yeah! I learn Demolish. Alright, new chapter of New Game Plus has been added as well. Neat! Also, I completely forgot. I've been focusing on leveling up and spirit bonding so much, I forgot to actually change up my appearance. Let me do that real quick. That will be under... Oh, nope. Character. I'm going to change my plate back to what I have specifically here. Yeah, because I actually have the fists instead of just the regular weapon. There we go. Nice! Okay. Ooh. Is that the new quest? It is. Brother from another mother. Alright, Gagaruna, what is up? Brother from another mother. Gagaruna has work for a willing pugilist. Tell me, do you know of Professor Eric? He's a scholar of Eorzean military history whose genius is second to none, and he's among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty, but never mind all that. The man spends more gil on a moon's research than most people see in a lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reasons, should the professor meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect the guild he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh, and it would be a terrible loss for the academic community, and so on and so forth. Yes, yes. The point is, the man must needs be guarded, and to that end, I sent a monk of Alamigo to see to his safety. But it turns out the bloody oaf has no work ethic about him, just like an Alamegan. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels endangered, and so has demanded we assign him a new bodyguard. That's why I'm so glad to see you, Dexter. The professor is awaiting his new escort as we speak, and I'd like it for it to be you. You are yet a mere pugilist. Perhaps this task would provide some insight into what it is the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmiths Guild, and there seek out our good Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt and the fees for his protection once his research is complete. See to it our investment doesn't end up under the paw or in the maw of some nasty beast. That I shall. Over to the Goldsmiths Guild. Yes. Yeah. I still need to figure out how to get some piety materia so I can actually make the stuff that I need. Hold on. Goldsmiths Guild. Where exactly? Okay, the best bet would be to just take an etherite. Alright. Just do just that. All the way back to the main etherite. And then from there to the Goldsmiths Guild. Why the Goldsmiths Guild specifically? Well, maybe we'll find out when I get there. Goldsmiths Guild! Alright, so where are you? You are inside. Why are you inside? Oh, there you are. Pardon me. Ah, my punch-prone manservant, I presume. You may and shall call me Eric. You are to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and aid in my revolutionary research whenever and however asked. Know that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the etherical analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the words conjure in your simple mind are romantic images of vast plains and open valleys, with armies charging blindly at one another. False! I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made their camp and marched. No doubt you think such lands to be those sung of in the songs of bards. Also false. They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you jumped at the chance to aid in my work. Tell me, which of my treaties have you read? All of the... None? Gods, I knew you adventurers had a reputation for being unlettered. I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence. Unlike that wider guild buffoon, the man proved to be sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chakra or whatever it was those barbarians do all day. I admit he seemed keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to 12 knows where and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Kinda. Good, good. You show that much promise at least. But let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is the Sealdi excavation site in central Thanalan. I believe events of great import to the history of Sealdi transpired there. Surely if you have ears you have heard of Sealdi, or are you as deaf as well as dull? Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me as an academic to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Sealdi was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawefu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, fomented unrest among the people, resulting in violent outbreaks throughout the kingdom. Sealdi was the Sultan at the time, distant descendant, attack was ordered, And so, irony of ironies, hadn't been for that horse, Okay. Fascinating, is it not? It is enough to convince one things could not have happened any other way, no? It is enough to convince one things could not have happened any other way, no? False. One among my colleagues disagreed with this interpretation of events. He claimed to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it disappeared before it was published. Mine own research shall unearth any such evidence should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely such a prospect entices even you. Kinda. And so we make for the Sildi excavation site in central Fanalan. Travel the way before me to see that it is safe, and once there, set up this Thaumaturge. And should you ever care to know more of the Eorzean military history, do come and see me. It is a personal crusade of mine to guide the dullards of this realm towards some modicum of enlightenment. That was a lot of talking. Thankfully, it was kind of interesting at least. Okay, so I have to head off to the Sildi excavation site in central Fanalan. Alright. Let's see where exactly that is. It doesn't show up on this map, of course, but I will just head out here first and see where it is from there. It is... where exactly? Oh! Oh, that's called the Sildi excavation site. Okay, so it's actually not that far. Neat. For some reason, I thought it would be further than this. I don't know why. Also, the fact that it's an excavation site, didn't think it meant that it would be actual ruins. But, nope, it's right here. Ooh, we have an instance here. So what's this instance going to be? Oh, right, no, I have to set up the Thaumaturge first. Or is it Aetherometer? I think it's Aetherometer. Ooh, brother from another mother instance. Alright, I set up the funny device. Now what? Well done. Now we only need wait for the Aetherometer to gauge the... What's that? Ooh, hi. There are fiends about Dexter. They are often drawn to the lingering sense of blood and death. Well, this is what you were here for. Have at it. I shall. Alright, so defeat the imps. It looks like it just has to defeat... How many are there? 6? Defeat 6 of them? I can do that. It's too bad they're not clumped up so I could use the Armor the Destroyer on them. Also, it didn't have Demolish set properly. Let's actually use this. Ooh, that was fun. I like that. Damage bonus again. Now you. That's 4 down. I'll demolish you because it's fun. And last one. Got him. Oh, another one showed up. Rabisu. Ah, here comes a true foe. No, don't cast Blizzard on me, you jerk. Okay, this is where Demolish is going to come into play. Bigger damage over time effect. There we go. Yeah. Most fascinating. This data will prove invaluable. Ah, there's more. Woo! Don't you dare. Bang! How about I do this for a bit? Get the damage bonus first. Oh! What was that? Why did it stop? I was in the middle of something. How dare you interrupt me? So what's going to happen? Oh, don't do that, whatever it is you're doing. Ooh! Can I drop kick like that too? That'll be fun. And who is you? Oh! Ah! What's happening? Are you doing this? It looks like you might be, but it didn't look like you actually did anything. And it suddenly stops. Wildergeld, so good of you to bring yourself all the way here. Drag yourself all this way, you purblind sluggard. Ah, and Dexter, you have far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. I suppose introductions are in order. Far be it from me to deny the realm's unread the comfort of one another's company. Widergelt, Dexter. Dexter, Widergelt. The monk I spoke of, sent to me by Gagaruda. I tried to make a pupil of Widergelt as well, but he has little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold on him. Oh? Truly? This is the area where there have been sightings of walking dead? I've heard the tales. Some claim they've seen an apparition wearing the garb of an ancient commander. Careful, there are still dangers about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awakens in him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Well, I felt something. Do not be frightened. There was a battle, long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone from you. That light was my chakra? It is as Eric said. Widergelt is my name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Ralgar. Our way is to train the body and mind. The fist of our weapon. With it, we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all lives, in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline. With these, the life force can be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have heard of this happening, but never have I seen it until now. Is that what I did? I just forced it open? I see you in great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path. And so I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then with the order's leave. But your chakra is awakened, that is clear, and so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them, their breath and their movement. They will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. This is no more than the beginning. Now you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. Ether reaches for the chakra. It aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric sees these lands for reasons of his own. The fates favor you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow even more. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not. I will see to his safety. Please, brother, the Etherometer. Gather it and bring it to the Goldsmith's Guild. I keep seeing the word Etherometer and keep wanting to pronounce it different ways every time. It's weird. So do I actually have to go collect it, or have I collected it already? Nope, I need to go collect it. Okay. I can do that. I did get a good look at this before. See if I can. It almost looks like a telescope. Alright, let's pick it up. Also, I'm realizing I'm standing on air because my shadow is not matching up. Alright, let's go deliver the Etherometer. I keep wanting to pronounce it differently again. I kept wanting to say it's Etherometer. It's either Etherometer or Etherometer. I'm not sure which one it should be. Given the way that people pronounce words here, I think it's Etherometer. I think that would be how they pronounce it. I don't know. Nevertheless, let us go deposit this thingy that I collected. Ethernet shard over to Goldsmith's. Nope. I clicked one less. We need to click one more. There we go. Goldsmith skill. Alright, so where do I drop it? Oh yeah, drop it back off with Eric here. Well, look who has decided to grace us with his presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you have matters you wish to speak on, I'd ask that you save it for... Well, I have the thingy. You've brought the etherometer. Excellent. I had a feeling it might not be entirely useless. Now let us see what discoveries await. Watergeld passed along a soul crystal to you? Moved to join the monkhood by the boneheaded Claude, were you? Well, I suppose it's for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it that you are sent to appropriate locations for the next round of measurements. And I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's path quickly if you mean to defend yourself. And me, besides. The next monk's quest will be available from Eric upon reaching level 35. Awesome! And I get... Rockbaker? Delivers an attack with a potency of 130 to all nearby enemies, can only be executed in choral form. Changes form to Oppo Oppo. Oh, so it's a version of Armor the Destroyer that can only use as part of a combo. Neat. Changes form to Oppo Oppo, so that makes it another combo ender? Is that it? Is that how that works? And then a Soul of the Monk. Alright. Quest complete! Monk unlocked. Guided by the souls of monks past, you have opened a chakra within you. Nice. Alright, so let's equip that. Let's equip that, shall we? So, I need to equip... Oh, wait, it's in my inventory first. There we go. Right? Yeah. Soul Crystal. Place in armory chest. Back here. And insert. I am now a monk. Ooh, chakra gauge expanded. What's this? The chakra gauge indicates the number of chakra a monk currently has opened. Chakra are opened using the action meditation or by using certain actions. Weapon skills. Opening 5 allows for the execution of the Steel Beak and Howling Fist, acquired at level 40. So that's just telling me what I already knew. Alright, neat. Oh, it changed up all my movements again. Alright, I'll work on that some other time. But for now, I'm going to head off and complete the next job quest. In the order that I've been unlocking them, that will be the Thaumaturge next. But first, let me go back to being a Thaumaturge. That'd be good. Wait, nope, I need to set this first. There we go. Now I'm registered as a monk. Now I'll go back to being a Thaumaturge. And see what it is that we need to do to help go help Kokobushi. Get there quicker. I want to help him as quickly as you guys do. Alright, Kokobuki. How are we going to help your brother? By facing your demons. Guildmaster Kokobuki wishes to enlist your aid in tracking down Kokobushi. Oh, I got the names wrong. It was Kokobushi I was thinking of, not Kokobuki. Fortune has favored us, Dexter. Kokobushi has been spotted at Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass by. Head there with all due haste. And with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. I shall. Vesper Bay, that's over by Horizon. Yeah, right? I think... I'm not sure how many more I'll be able to get, but I know that I have... Let's see, where did I put them? They are in here, aren't they? Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets, yes. Let's use that. That'll take me there directly. I don't know how many more I'm going to get for the story, but might as well use it. So I don't know how many times we'll be able to later. Or we'll need to. Okay, so I need to go hand out reports to locals. Who specifically? Okay, here we go. There's one over here. We have Gebhard. Something I can do for you, stranger? Yes, I have a Kokobushi report. Now that you mention it, I did see a Lalafell who matches this description. He was watching the fairies come in and with more of a He was watching the fairies come in with more than a passing interest. Looking to hire some adventurers or such, I reckon. Alright, so he's been focusing on the water. Let's see, who else can I talk to? Who else can I talk to? That's a good question. We get a better vantage point. Maybe there's let's see. I'm guessing other people I talk to are indoors somewhere. Is there an indoors below me? There is, but I don't know if that's inside this area. Oh, yes it is. Falkland. Welcome to the Pissed PS, love. What can I get you? Well, actually, there's something you could get for me. Or... yeah, that's right. Ah, information, is it? Aye, that little bloke was here, bringing a blush to all the young maidens' cheeks. What he lacked in height, he certainly made up for boldness. Left with more than one lass in his arm, he did. And he's luring people. I'm assuming he was specifically luring mages. Alright, so do we have someone over in this building, then? Because I don't see anyone else outside. Hello? I don't mean to intrude, but I'm looking for people to talk to. None here. None in here at all. Okay, so... sorry to intrude. Let's see, what else? Is that building over there part of this circle, too? Let's see. Pardon me, everyone? Anyone to talk to in here? No? Darn it. Huh. Alright, who do I talk to next, then? Aha! He's a bashful geyser. Oh, your name is Bashful Geyser. What was that, son? You say you're looking for someone? I believe I saw your Lalafell in the company of a couple adventurers hailing from Linsa Laminsa. A marauder and a thaumaturge, were I to hazard a guess. I think they were talking about seeing the area north of here. Okay. Oh, Kokobuki, you've been here this whole time? I didn't even realize. Whoops. So I have info. Some info. So Mormor has chosen this as their new hunting ground. The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will have already been slain. As for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormor intends for the Thaumaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Laminsons before the Void Scent strikes again. You were told that they might be headed north, yes? It would be the best for you to follow suit. Heading north, eh? How far north? Not too far. It's within that tunnel. Whee! Let's go, Popcorn! We gotta go... ah! We got a menace to go fight. Or at least put a stop to. Not necessarily kill. Okay, so you should be... there you are! Uh-oh. The Marauder's been named. Still here. It's still here. Somewhere close. Uh-oh. Ah! Mormos Missionary! Ah! Wrong spell. You know what? Transpose into this. There we go. That works. Oh, I forgot I need to actually start using Thunder now because I got a special ability that makes it so I could potentially cast it more. So I gotta remember to do that more often. Just one more spell. There. Got it. Is that it? Okay. That is it. Looks like. Now, if we finish, do I talk to you again? Yes, I do. Me thanks, lad. Ugh, me head. That little bastard said he would give he would give us the grand tour of Ul'dah. Aye, it's been grand, all right. Please, he took me mate further north. I think he was muttering something about Moondrip. Oh, Moondrip. I know where that is. Dexter! What has befallen? I sense the presence of Void Scent, but it appears you have things well in hand. That I did. Ugh. Mormo is in Moondrip? A fitting place for the battle to come. It is time to finish this, my brothers. Kokobushi will be a slave to that fiend no longer. That's right. We will go save him, potentially. Hopefully without killing him. We'll have to find out. Alright, let's go. Off to Moondrip. I know where Moondrip is. Because I've been there before, I think. I don't remember exactly what floor, but I have been there. I think I was supposed to be fighting... oh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's something in there as I came in there to fight at some point, but okay. Here now, to go help Kokobuki. I shall approach Momo first, as we discussed. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly and the Void Scent feasts upon my preferred mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo's fully present within this realm, that is when you unleash the seething power of the Abyss. Though, after lecturing for so long on how a Thaumaturge should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Dexter, in your experience, what do you consider to be a Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Oh, I have to answer. Overwhelming destructive might or introspection? I mean, what you've been teaching me is overwhelming strength, but you know what? Actually, assessing a situation might be better. Yes, indeed. It is perhaps only by looking within that we may find the answers we seek. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. Let us begin. That doesn't look good. Enough, Mormo! Well, well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers. I thought you'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing that I'd just disappear. I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form, but how much time do you intend to waste feeding on lesser mages? Compared to those stripling sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? That was not a fun-looking grin. Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I'm sure you think me a coward, but that is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobushi returned to us unharmed. You are wise to acquiesce, mage. At least you're okay. The others not so much. Oh boy, here we go. That took less time than I thought it would. Oh boy, here we go. Huh, you look familiar. At last, at long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles is in order. Not if we have anything to say about it. Or me specifically. No, you don't, Void Scent. We won't let you leave here alive. Yeah, I can understand why. So you risk your lives in a valiant rescue attempt? You should not bet that you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the ether from your very marrow. Well, again, I'd like to see you try. You might succeed against the others, but not me. Maybe. Alright, let's go, boys. I'll target you specifically. There we go. Your screams are my sustenance. Remember to use thunder. I will keep Mormo focused on me. Stay well back. I shall do so. I shall send Kokobiga my support. My Thaumaturge will rend the very air. Oh. Frightened? Ha! I fry for my friends. Oh, but fry fiends for fun. That's what it was. And I forgot to put this back. You're taking a long time to take down, I'm noticing. Also, how about I do this for a bit? Reduce the damage you deal to my friends. How about that? Oh, there's the thunder proc. There we go. Nice. More damage is always good. Ooh, another proc. Nice. I'm getting really lucky with these procs lately. Because when I tried to do so on my own time, it took a while for them to show up. It's all coming to me. Why don't you come a little closer? No thank you. Guess another fire. Oh, no you don't. Woo, look out. Ah, what happened? Are you guys okay? Oh, guess I just had to run away. Is that it? Oh, you're all silenced. That's what happened. Okay. What in the name of the gods was that? Something damaging. Intimacy. She weaves her threats as spells. Uh-oh. My spells were silenced, but we must muster our magics. Let's all calm down. She seeks to perplex and confound us. Well, not me. Hopefully. I couldn't tell she interrupted me or not. Oh, there's another proc. Activate. Well, don't worry, guys. We've almost got her. Kinda. It's gonna take a while, but we're almost getting there. Woo! Get some MP back. That'd be a good idea. Resilient little nuisances. The stones will drink your blood. What stones? She conjure vengeance from the void. Uh-oh. How about I deal with these? Hey, another thunder proc. Oh, I forgot to use thunder again. Dang it. Ow! Don't hurt me. Whoa! Don't you dare. You take these guys out. Also, I haven't been doing this. Probably should. Fire! I've had enough MP for one. Alright, I can do this as well. Lizard 2! I want to target you specifically. Thank you. Oh, there's just one left. Deal with that. Almost. Okay, I got the MP back. I'm just realizing. Back to fire! Stay focused on me. Okay, now it's your turn. Ow. Don't hurt me with that. Back up a bit. There we go. Get another thunder proc. Reduce your damage again, because that would be a good idea. One more transpose into blizzards to get some MP back. Not blizzard 2. Ah. Get more thunder back up. Or thunder proc reactivated. There we go. Reapplied. Good so far. 3%. 2%. 1%. Less than 1%. Got her. No. For centuries I dreamed of escape. I will not be denied. Well, you were denied. Ha ha ha. I wasn't even paying attention to the other brothers. Did any of them die? We won? We won! Victory is ours! Kokobushi! Kokobuki! Mormo is dead! Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, good, you're alive. Well, that's for Kokobushi, but what of Kokobuki? What? Where am I? Thank Thal, you're awake. Kokobuki! Kokobushi has returned to us! Our sibling has yet to stir from his somnolent stupor. Uh-oh. Drained too much ether? Buki? Quick, he needs ether. Stat! No, you're not thinking of doing that, are you? His etheric channels have contracted. They're barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we don't increase his capacity for ether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. I'm a monk now, so I could learn to do that for him, maybe? Would that help? I don't think chakra's the same as ether, though. My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it might just be enough. Let's hope so. Oh? Hey, it's working! It actually worked! I see the battle ended, as I expected. Yeah! You did it, Kokobushi! Your alchemy saved him! And we would have not have prevailed without you, Dexter. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray meet us there that we might properly express our gratitude. Don't worry, guys, I will. I mean, why am I not leaving with you guys? I feel like that's something I should have done. But no, they want me to head back on my own, I see. Alright, let's see if I can do this without this Moondrip Stonehauler from seeing me and interrupting my teleport. Or maybe one behind me? Nope. Okay, good. Here we go. Made it back safe and sound. Alright, back to the Aetheryte and off to Thaumaturge Guild. Da, 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 da. Back at the Arzon Thassuary. All the way past all these other people. All the way to the back. Hey, Kokobuki, I'm back! Why didn't you wait for me? Thank you, Dexter. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the Abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which Thaumaturge is capable. The raw power and audacity of our magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. I thought that Thal himself had his fingers on my throat, but the sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Kokobusi, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power that you wield. Dexter, you have exceeded all my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I shall impart you one of the guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It is a defensive weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. Finally, a defensive option. I'm sure you can understand why we do not teach this secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you've experienced the deadliest threats and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I'm certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Nice. And I get a silver scepter, which I think I already have one of. I don't recall exactly. But I get Mana Ward, a barrier that nullifies damage totaling up to 30% of your maximum health. Ooh, awesome. And then stuff that I've had before, so more silver. Yeah. Action learned, Mana Ward. Awesome. A new chapter, New Game Plus, has been added, and it earned Tales of Magic. Oh, I think that's an achievement, right? Let's see. Last 5. Yeah, complete all Disciple of Magic quests available level 30. Awesome. I claimed that already, apparently. The Seeker of Truth. I thought there was something that... Okay, that's not something I actually actively claim. Just claimed for me. Awesome. All right. So let me just make sure I have Mana Ward set properly. Where am I going to put that? I'm going to leave it here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Is that the circle? Yeah, that works. All right. Cool. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually want to set this down here as well. Oh, it's down there. I want to set it here instead. There we go. Awesome. And also put the Thunder and Thunder 2 down here so I can actually keep track of when I get the procs for being able to reapply them. Awesome. All right. So that is it for Thaumaturge specifically. And then I go back here to talk to this for Taking the Black. Whoa. That's right. The Black Mage quest. Awesome. Yayake! Hi! You want to talk to me about something? Taking the Black. Yayake has need of a talented thaumaturge. Dexter, I've been waiting for you. In a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know of the Masaraja pit? There's a prison here in Ul'dah. In the prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Nalthal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a life sentence. He's been there for 100 years? But he knew of you by name, Dexter, and maintains the traders demand you win the gem of Shatodo and exchange it for his release. Chateau. A farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a cell-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. But I fear the only way to be sure is to free him of the pit. The prisoner's name is Kukuruka Tataruka, and as if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styles himself a black mage. But such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he will fool with such rubbish? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Nalthal, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I'm still no believer, you have come, as he said you would. So let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be that you are an agent of fate, or perhaps you are merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to High Bridge in eastern Thanalan. Seek out the planar fissure, a rift between this world and the next. Fell whatever beasts might lurk there, and water the earth with their blood. According to our jailed bummer, I still don't get how that word is meant to be pronounced jail. I still don't see how that's supposed to be the case. Doing so will give rise to the Gem of Chateau. The gem is no more than a pretty stone oft mentioned in bedtime stories and the tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall wait your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. Okay, so I gotta go off to Eastern Thanalan. Over by... Oh, nope, that's Gardania. What am I doing? No, I need to head to Eastern Thanalan. Camp Drybone. So procure a blood of many fiends that emerge from the fissure. Oh, the fissure's to the north, right? Right? I thought I saw something. Is it further up? No. Or is it part of a quest that shows up somewhere? Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I thought it was for some reason part of a larger orange area, but no. Okay. I see where I have to go now. Need to head this way. Let's go, Sheba! I'm getting the hang of the song now. Oh, hello! What is this? That's not ominous in any way, shape, or format. So what shows up out of this thing? A hostile presence? How dare you! Let me get some fires out here. Oh, there's only 2 of them, so I don't know how effective Fire 2 is going to be here. Oh, nope. It costs a lot of MP to cast this, too. Oh, that's the only way I can do. Alright. Not what I wanted to do! Dang it! Wanted to transpose. But now I can't think anymore. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm losing track of everything. How dare you? Oh. Can I use one of their status? Oh, it's silenced. Oh, shoot. I definitely need to stay away from those, then. Also, I'm constantly forgetting to use Thunder. I should have started with that. I had Thunder 2. I didn't use it. Or is it Thunder 2? Yeah, Thunder 2. I didn't use Thunder 2 at all. Oh, hello. Start off with Thunder. There we go. Now remembering how things work. Okay, no MP left. Also, would be a good idea if I used Mana Ward, wouldn't it? I forgot to transpose before this. Darn it. I just removed them all. Thankfully, that was the last one. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now pour the Voidsent blood into the planar fissure. Did that actually make it disappear? Looks like it did. Good. Thaumaturge, hear me. Oh, hi. Are you a friend? Put up your weapon, friend. Kazag Ka means you no harm. Okay, you really do mean no harm. I guess you're also investigating this Voidsent business? Or at least just making sure that the coast is clear now. So you are the one to whom Kukuruka's prophecy speaks. So you know this guy. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon this earthen vein, was it not? Yeah, what of it? Then you have earned this gem of Shototo. Take it. You will know what to do with it when the time comes. So it doesn't just show up, someone else gives it to me. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. Oh, he actually gave me the crystal. Ooh. Okay, Fissure's done. Now report back to the guild. Alright. It's too bad I can't get warped directly there. That'd be great. But no, this works fine as well. Bye, Claudine! Okay. Back to Thaumaturge's guild once more. Potentially the last time? No idea. Oh, okay, just sprint there because it'll be, can be quicker. There we go. Hey, I got a thingy. A thingy that was apparently somewhat based on legend. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been fighting, been spilling blood, but it will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me you're an agent of divine will. I take it yours was an eventful journey? I'd say so, yeah. And here is my proof. It is actually exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be the gem of Shototo? 12 be good. I can feel the magic pulsing within it. The tales tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Naldthal are entrusted with the keeping of the gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. And you must assist me, Dexter. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please, wait here. I'll be a good boy and wait. Oh! Maybe not. Oh, somebody. Oh, hello. That will not be necessary. Dark Vivi, is that you? Oh, maybe not. Oh, there's more than one. Kukuruka, what are you doing here? How have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool! Master has passed a century in meditation communing with Naldthal. You will address him with the proper respect. The jailers of the Marasaja pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again? The will I speak is that of Naldthal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. The 12 seldom are shared those who claim their voice. This Mummer's first will bring disaster to us all. The cause for the disaster to come will be no words of mine. Of that be sure. Naldthal spoke unto me. By his own declaration, the seal on the Void Gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none who bears the gem of Shototo. Oh. I'm guessing that's me. I speak of you, Dexter Gravel. Of me? Oh! I got it back? The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the Void Gate. So wait, you want the thing to be open, but then you want me to close it? Wait, you can't... I mean, you don't have the right to... I can't just let this happen. Silence, you hallowed-pated pig! Those who do not listen shall not be heard! You take for yourself the title of Thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any of the existence of another world rife with shadow and monstrosity, the Void. As the power of the Void waxes, the barrier between it and our world wanes. Eventually, that barrier will falter, and the Void Gate will open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege. As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Black Mage. The Gem of Shatoto is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you already possess the first key required to see the Void Gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body, and colors every fiber of your being dark as pitch. Visit Milvaneth Milvaneth Sacrarium? What? What is that word? I've never seen that word before. And there hear the words of Lalai. Do I have to? Yeah, I'm just as angry as you, I think. I mean, I'm angry. I just don't know if I'm as angry as you. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it, destroy that which would destroy you. This is getting icky. Report to Lalai at Milvaneth Sacrarium. So where is the Sacrarium? Where am I going? Steps of Thal. Oh. Interesting. I'm heading over to where I find the Blue Mage quest. Huh. I didn't realize that was called what it was. Milvaneth Sacrarium. Oh, okay, so it's over by... Yeah. I could go by the Weaver's Guild for that. Now, let's see. This way. And then up here. There you are. Oh, wait. Haven't I seen you here before? I might have. I've seen Nonomeda, I think. Master is meditating in his chambers, for Naldthal always speaks, and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your path, but you must walk alone yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you. The next Black Mage quest will be available from Lalai upon reaching level 35. And I get Mana Font. Restores maximum NP? Ooh, automatically restores NP. Nice. And then the Black Magic Soul. Soul of the Black Mage. That's what it was. Quest complete. And all I had to do to finish it was to talk to you. Huh. Black Mage unlocked. Nice. The Gem of Shatoto imbues you with dark knowledge. Nicey nice. Alright, so let's actually add that to my inventory first. It is here. Place an armory chest. And now back here to install it. Yes, there we go. Soul of the Black Mage. I am now Black Magic Man. Update to Black Mage. There we go. Ooh, okay. Awesome. I'll have to do stuff with the abilities next time. But for now... that is actually it for all of the classes in Ul'dah. So next up, in reverse order from how I unlocked them, would be the archers. I have to head back to Gridania for this one. And off we go. Back to New Gridania. Oh, wait, that wasn't it for everything in Ul'dah. I still have the Gladiator to do. Whoops. But I still wanted to do it in reverse order, and doing so required me to come here first. So for that, I need to head to the Archer's Guild. Might be a good idea if I switch to the Archer first. There we go. Alright. Why did that not look Set. Why did I still need to update this? Huh. I thought I did everything. What? I'll worry about that later. Because I'm going to be with this for a while. So I'll actually set all that stuff once I'm done with this. So. What is up for today, Lucene? How am I going to be dealing with these two rambunctious people again? The one that got away. Guildmaster Lucene is having a heated discussion with Silver. Perhaps you should intervene. Should I? Yeah, I'll intervene. Thank the gods you've come, Dexter. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let us petition to the Order of the Twin Adder for... There's no time, Lucene. Pawa would be long gone before their forces had even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise, and force them to divulge their location. Her location. We understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Dexter and me to accompany you. You? The adventurer and the savage? You cannot understand. Silver! But I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. This guild taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here ready to fight. You have us. I've never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Well, fine. I'll do just that and not follow you. Well, this lying certainly isn't improved. Oh, his lying certainly hasn't improved. If he honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved, then he's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Dexter, to the South Shroud. Alright, we gotta go save Silver? Is that what we gotta do? Fun. Alright, off to South Shroud, she said. South Shroud. Camp Tranquil's probably too far. Now that I think about it, let's actually teleport to Quarry Mill instead. I have no idea how much closer it is from here, from Quarry Mill, than it is from Camp Tranquil. I was in the correct spot. We're heading off to Goblin's Meat. Awesome. Alright, Popcorn, let's go. In the rain. Oop, heading the wrong way. Or am I? Wait. You know what? Let me just do it this way. There we go. Straight over here, right? You're behind this tree. Yes, there you are. You look injured already. What happened? Oh, there's another fate here. Not dealing with that. So, Silver. What happened to going alone, huh? The one that got away. Duty commencing. Well, this is unfortunate. Silver! Leah! Dexter! I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. It suddenly stopped raining. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Dexter, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. Well, it stopped storming, but it's still thundering. I gotta fight poachers. A hunting falcon is apparently one of them. Also, I keep forgetting I have this. Haha! Alright, because I was targeting one and it died already. I was wondering why it wasn't going after, why it wasn't activating again. No life surge for you, buddy. Oh, now it's your turn, huh? Woo. Careful, these ones are feisty. Oh, there's more. Wrong one. Ow! Don't stone me. Okay, let me get these. Oh, no, you don't. There, I got all of them this time. I wasn't standing in the right spot. Okay, now let me take care of this guy in the back. Oh, wait, you're still alive? How'd that happen? Oh, the one I just... Yeah, the healer healed him. That makes sense. Now it's your turn. Bang. Gotcha. Oh, there's more. Hi! I'll grab all of you. Oh, no, you don't. That's not very nice. Using an area of effect attack on me when I'm using an area of effect attack on you. Well, do this. There we go. There, I took care of the healer already. Wow, I didn't even realize that. And now it's just you guys. Nope. You don't get to do that. There we go. Nice. Is that all of them? That's all of them. We got him. And we saved Silver. Even though we didn't really want to? Question mark? I think we did. Yeah, we did. I told you I did not need your want your assistance. Quite why you have deluded yourselves into thinking. You're the one who's deluded, thinking you could deceive us when even a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the slightest detail. Discern your subject's unique characteristics and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucane, and from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridania and Wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do. Why you... Pawa's gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the Twelves would use bone whistles like this one to communicate. With it, I believe we can lure Pawa out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on. So that's why you came to Taker's Rot? For this gang's whistle? Dexter, if you're determined to help me, I have a task for you. Pawa was last seen near Isomhar. To the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk, is a clearing where two streams meet, and efts are wont to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Me. Do not fear, Dexter. I swear on my honor as a Gridanian archer, no harm will come to you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Alright, so we're heading off to the east? Is that what he said? Summon Pawa Mujuk's gang. Over by... Ah! Oh, that spot. Okay, I know where that is. I've been to that place before for Fates and for the Hunter's Log. So let's head off there. Hello, player up in the sky. What kind of mount is that? Is that a hippo? Is that a flying hippo? With a carriage? That is not entirely sure what to think of that. It's just weird. Flying hippos. Now I've seen everything. Okay, we are here. And the mark that shows up here is not here currently. That's good, I guess. Who shows up? Let's see. That wasn't a bone whistle I used. That was just a regular whistle. Uh-oh. Well, they're here. But is Pawa also here? Yes, they are. Bollocks. I knew I should have trusted me gut. Uh-oh. Ooh! Nice shots, guys. Some blokes just can't take a hint. I do hope you'll forgive my forwardness, madam. No, no, sir. 'Tis most flattering. Wouldn't you agree, sisters? Why don't we show our gallant Wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions? I hope you like it rough, darling. I don't. Can we think this through? Or talk about it? Maybe? Well, too bad. I guess not. Wrong attack. Actually, I want to target you first. Get some dots on you, at least. And then start targeting everyone else with these. Whoa, that's a lot of attacks going out at once. What's happening? That was a lot. Eee, a lot of stuff happening. Almost got them all. Got them. So now it's just you. My sisters ain't to your liking. Too bloody picky. Too bloody picky, and that's your trouble. Oh, you're summoning more. Hi. How about this? Woohoo! Got them all. Could you guys all congregate over here, please? Thank you. I'm getting a lot of hits. There we go. Now I'm not. Whee! You don't get to hit me with that. Okay, it's just you. Oh, just you guys back here. And target you, please. Thank you. Ah! You do this. There we go. Take all out at once. Like that. There we go. Now you again. Why are you guys using area of effect attacks on her specifically? There we go. Ah, I got paralyzed. I didn't realize that. Please don't interrupt me. Okay, so far so good. Kinda. Ow! I got paralyzed. Boost damage. That'd be a good idea, too. Reapply the dot, even though I don't need to, actually. Ah! Stop interrupting me! It's not fun! Is it just me, or is it getting a bit chilly out? Uh-oh. Don't worry, folks. I'll keep you warm and toasty. With what? Leah, Dexter, spread out! She has oiled arrows! Oh, I see. Good thing I did this, then. Woo! Oh, that's what you mean by old arrows. Okay, better spread out a little more. Just to make sure if she's going to target me again, that she... Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Almost gotcha. Reapply my dot at the very end because I can. One more shot. Gotcha. Duty complete. Wait, did we actually kill her? Oh, no, she's just running away. She was just afraid. That's what it was. Scaredy cat. Well, we actually lost... No. I was going to say, did we actually lose her, though? Not yet. Oh, but she found me. And I thought you only had eyes for me. Ooh. Ooh. That would have hurt if she missed the water. Hi. How are you? You look a bit wet. I can't. I won't. Won't what? Oh. She actually fell unconscious. Well, we did the thing. Oh. I guess we just report back to Lucene now, but let's talk to these guys now. Did you learn nothing from my lesson? Your style is far removed from proper wildwood technique. Still, you acquitted yourself quite well enough, I suppose. I will see to Pawa. Should she try to escape, she will find me far less sympathetic than the last time. And Leah? Did you see it, Dexter? A perfect shot! Lucene must hear of this. Let's hurry back to Gadania at once. Can I actually talk to Pawa? Nope, she just groans. Okay, let's head back then. I'll meet you guys there. I guess you're just gonna have to find a way to bring her back yourselves then. Alright, heading back to Archer's Guild. That was weird the way I said that. Alright. I'm back. Sprint all the way. Lucene, I'm back! Oh, you should have seen it. It was amazing. Oh, you guys are back already. Both of you? Yep. You should have seen it, Lucene. It was amazing. I almost died. I'm relieved to see you again, Dexter. Had the three of you not been united in your purpose, Pawa Mujuk would still be free, and one more or more of you would surely be dead. Yeah, that being me. I'm so proud of you, Dexter. Not only have you mastered our teachings, I almost said, what was I trying to say? Training? Mastered our... Yeah, I think I was trying to say training. It almost came out weirdly. But you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique. Wind Bite. With Wind Bite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you have knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I am certain. All archers walk the same path, Dexter, towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Dexter. They will never lead you astray. Unless I'm under some kind of intoxicant, I guess. Cavalry bow, which I have, but I don't have equipped yet. Wind Bite. Deals damage with a potency of 60. Ooh, wind damage over time? So it's damage over time on top of my other poisons ability? Ooh, interesting. And then more silver pieces, thank you. And I learned Wind Bite. Nice. Oh, and you have the next quest already. New chapter unlocked. First of all, I want to make sure that this is set properly. Yeah, just leaving it there is fine. No, wait. I'm going to set one of these over there instead, like head graze, because I have no idea how interruption still works in this game, unfortunately. Although I feel like having a dot... You know what? Let's have both of my dots here. And then I can have the bloodletter here. Yeah, that works. That's good. All right. You have the next quest. What is this one? A Song of Bards and Bowmen. Guildmaster Lucien wishes to speak to you about learning new skills. Oh, well met, Dexter. Would that we had time for a banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XLE dirigible has been spotted over the 12s, would you see? Their reappearance calls to mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. Aye, the Ixal dealt us a crushing defeat that day, right around this time of year, it was, more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure. But heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a man better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Twelveswood, the one they call the God's Bow. That's just the title, of course. His birth name is Jehentel, and he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehentel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we'd hoped. Jehentel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it would be mentioned that the topics he's reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather than being charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we are hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehentel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand he has made camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Jehentel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehentel's confidence, maybe he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. I do too. I'm probably going to need it. Now, let's see. I have to head off to South Street again. To the west of Quarry Mill this time. Let's go! Alright, let's see. West of Quarry Mill. Where exactly am I going? That's a good question. Oh! Oh, right over by that giant Trent, I think. Is that the same spot? No, No Man's Hovel is what I'm thinking of, right? No, it is this spot. It is over by the tree. I remember that much. Yep, there's the tree right over there. And then the bard is... Oh. It's a spot that I've passed multiple times but never seen before. Jahantel. I don't remember if I've seen Jahantel sitting here before. Ah, another guest. You are kind to pay me visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the Toilswood, and we could want for little more. I'm not standing in the same spot. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Dexter, was it? Yes, I am Jahentel, the one they called the God's Bow. But that was another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fell tell us as such. Well, I'm actually here for that. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well, I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine might be one of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Dexter. There's a Moogle named Pugilist who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Pugilist is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should well be satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O puissant Alphic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Flashback? No, not flashback. Okay, so I gotta go find someone over by Taker's Rot. A Song of Bards and Boomin. Awesome. I might be back to Jahentel, I don't know. Whee, let's go. Further east from Quarry Mill. Oh, yeah, east from Quarry Mill. That's right. Now, where are you? You're past these guys. Oh. Ah. Oh, you're hiding away. Interesting. Oh, come on. Really? You really want to do this? Okie dokie. Time to use my new wind bite. Ooh. And add another dot on top of that. And get some more damage in. One more. There we go. That'll teach you to spring up on me like that again. Well, can't really do that anyway since you're dead now. And disappeared. All right. So, Pugilist. Hi. Koopa! How could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Koopa. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Yeah, you're speaking. That's a rare talent, I'll allow, but you've caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahantel sent you? You should have said so sooner, Kupo! You do know that Jahantel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupo. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jahantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again, but he's refusing to sing for us. It's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why, your being resonates with a chord similar to Jahantel's, perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12, that means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man, and that's saying a lot, Kupo. Egads, you coming had so excited me that my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Jahantel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I roused just in time to espy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards the Taker's Rot, Kupo. Now I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Jahantel in my stead? Sure, I think I can do that. Alright, Shiva, where do we go? Up towards Taker's Rot specifically. Okie dokie. Let's see if I can make it past these guys. Not exactly going to be there quietly. Can I go over? I can go over. Neat. So, where am I going? Where is this thing? It is below me. Aha! There's a stolen crate here. Let's retrieve this. Alright, now to go back and show the charm to them. Probably so that they can make sure that it's the proper charm. Let's go, Popcorn! Let's see, you were over by... Yeah, this clump of trees. That's right. Is this the thing you wanted? Have you recovered the charm? Oh. Pugnapoki's charm was a job crystal? Oh. Beat. You did it, Kupo! Please, you must now deliver it to Jahantel. Tell him that Pugnapoki thinks him a cunning rogue, and is excited nonetheless. No, he's a archer, or a bard, not a rogue. So excited in fact that he cannot help but sing. Unfortunately, I can't sing. So, you'll have to deal with that. Let's go, Popcorn. We have a bard crystal to go deliver. Over beyond there again. Avoid the ruins. And over by, yep, this giant log again. Let me remove that. Jahantel, I have a thingy for you. Welcome back, Dexter. You have a charm and a message for me from Pugnapoki, you say? Yeah, it's this thing. A cunning rogue, am I? I suppose I must explain. Pugnapoki and I go back a long way, to when I first took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Pugnapoki has long desired that I remain in the Twelveswood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Twelveswood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease to Pugnapoki. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Moogles lack in grace, they amply make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Pugnapoki asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Moogles, bestowed upon those who deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time, the realization will draw that bow and harp are but stringing instruments played by the same hand. Now go, Dexter, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see you a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Pugnapoki's wildest expectations. The next bard quest will be available from Jehentel upon reaching level 35. The quest to learn the action perform is now available from Simpkin at Miketo's Amphitheater in Old Gridania. Really? Okay, so Mage's Ballad deals unaspected damage with a potency of 100. Grants Mage's Ballad to self and all party members within 30 yalms, increasing damage dealt. 80% chance to grant Repertoire, which reduces the recast time of Bloodletter. Ooh. So using this also has a chance of... Really? Just activating it once every 2 minutes has a chance of reducing another ability's cooldown by half? That's weird. Wait, reduces the recast time of Bloodletter. Bloodletter's the... Oh, shoot, I can't remember what the abilities are. Hold on. Let me accept this and then figure out stuff. Bard unlocked. A melody sung by the bards of old resounds within you. Nice. Okay, so Bloodletter. Oh, interesting. Oh, that reduces... Okay, so that reduces the ability for Bloodletter to gain new stocks. I see. Okay. And then... Oh, right. I need to be able to equip that first. First is in my inventory. There it is. Place an armory chest. Oh, wait. I just realized I had the ability to actually just equip it from there. But I can do this as well. Equip the new bard. There we go. Update. Yes. Okay, so what's all this? Song gauge. Singing Mage's Ballad will display the action's corresponding song gauge, indicating the effect's time remaining. If the repertoire effect is triggered while Mage's Ballad is being sung, the recast times for Bloodletter and Reign of Death, learned at level 45, are reduced. If repertoire effect is triggered. So, hold on. Let me look up repertoire again. No, it's not on here. Hold on. I need to go back under actions. So, Mage's Ballad. Goes with the 30 arms, increasing damage dealt for 45 seconds. Additional effect, 80% chance to grant repertoire, reducing the cast time of Bloodletter by 7.5 seconds. So, does activating the ability grant the additional effect of repertoire, or is it an 80% chance over time of granting repertoire whenever an ability is used or something? Huh, it doesn't say. I guess I'll have to figure that out on my own. But for now, I'm going to worry about where the placement of that ability, that gauge is later. But for now, I actually need to head back to Ul'dah because I have one last thing to unlock. The Gladiator's level 30 quest. Whee! Back to the steps. No, come on. There we go. Okay, now I need to go back to being a gladiator for this. Did it? There we go. All right. Now back to Gladiator's Guild for the final job quest of all the unlockable jobs in this game, or in the base game. Yeah, because everything else was part of the expansion passes. All right, Guildmaster Mila, you have one last thing for me today. Yes, the rematch. Ooh, First Sword Mila is extremely upset due to a recent turn of events. I can understand why. Damn it all to the seventh hell, this is madness! It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. Oh, come on, what did he do this time? They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. Why would Aldous do that? This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. And whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They failed to kill him time and time again, and now they're reaching out to their monetaristic allies. I didn't want to believe Wyman when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it! If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wyman. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wyman. See that he can see what he can tell us. Aldous is many things, but he is not a murderer. All right, gotta go find Wyman. Where was Wyman again? I forgot. Ah, he's over by the Aetheryte. Okay, cool. The main Aetheryte. Let's sprint to get there faster. All the way back to the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay, so it was back this way. And then over to the east from here. There you are, Wyman. I remember you from before. I was wondering when you might come along, Dexter. Frankly, I'm surprised Aldous went so quietly. He ought to know there's no walking away from this. What happened between Aldous and Leovold 7 years ago? Or why did Aldous surrender himself? Ooh. Yeah, why would he surrender himself? You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leovold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Blood Sands, but he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Ul'Dan loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his winnings were stricken from the record. Your Guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. 'Twas rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Mila lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leovold? He tried to go solo on the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now, you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though, judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine, then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rogler's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive, too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. Gods only know why they'd give it to Aldous. Could go in their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalan and ask him direct, I reckon. I've an aversion to direct confrontation personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Well, I hope so too. Right, we're heading off to... Oh, now we're heading off to the Sepulchre. That's in southern Thanalan. I know where that is. I've been there before. Let me go. That's it. Sorry, I had to take a sip of that. All this talking is really straining my throat. Alright, we're heading off to... Oh, I want to do this. Okay, so we're heading this direction. I can't make my way out through the top. I had to go out through the southern exit first. There we go. There are two spots I look for. Proof of Aldous' innocence and search for a vial of Rogler's bile. Okay. Unfortunately, it looks like I'll have to fight my way through, because I know there's a lot of enemies in here. Well, time to storm the castle. Hi, everybody. There's the wrinkled bile of Sail. Oh, no, wrinkled bill of Sail. You really want to do this? Come on. No, come here. Oh, fine, I have to go to you. Okay, fine, I can do that. I was just hoping I could lure you away from all the others so I wouldn't aggro anyone else. But this works too. Oh, now you want to fight? Oh, and there's another one as well. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Let's do that. And then this because I hit both of you at once. Fine. Even though I just killed the other one already. That's fine. I can do this too. Almost gotcha. Just one more attack. Bang. There we go. So now let's take up this wrinkled bill of sale. Ah! Hi. You want to fight me? Okay, let's go. Oh, there's a couple of people here. I didn't realize. I thought there was only two. There's three. I did not need to do that. I can do this, though. There we go. Oh, don't you dare. Okay, this you done. And now for you. Come here. How dare you try to hurt me? Nice. Got them all. Okay, so that was the... Okay, that was the proof of innocence. Now I need to go find a vial of Ralger's bile, which I assume can only be found this way. Yes? That was considered a stepping place? That's weird. Let's see. Let's see if I can get away from this guy so he doesn't attack me. There we go. Okay, so it's somewhere below me, right? Yeah, somewhere below me, but where? Is it below even this area? Ah, there it is. Quietly. Oh, nope. I wanted to do this quietly. Guess not. Well, it's your funeral now, Knuckle Dancer. And one more should be enough. There we go. It was your fault for attacking me, buddy. I was willing to let you just sleep there, but you decided not to. All right, so Ralger's bile. Oh, we got more friends. Hi. Here, let me gather you over here. Let me take care of you first. And then get a combo out first, and then this. Take them all out at once, maybe. No, not quite. Close enough. Damage bonus, and yeah, do this. That works. Almost. Just one more. Nice. Got him. All right, now I can show the evidence to Mila, so I can just teleport back at this point. Let's go. I don't have to go through that entire ordeal again just to be able to make my way out. All right. Back into it. I'm here now. Then head back to Gladiator's Guild. Man, I love the music in this game a lot. Was that real? No, that couldn't be all I needed to do. We still need to save Aldous. Where have you been, Dexter? Aldous has been given over into the custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. Well, I got stuff. And more stuff. This poison, is it? You've proved that the Alacron purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Thank the gods you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over this execution and Highbridge. Go, now. Highbridge, that's over in Eastern Thanalan. Okay, I can do that. I can teleport there to make it much quicker. Highbridge. Oh, he's being executed at that bridge? Ooh. That's an execution spot too? Huh. Alright, let's go find it. Let's go save a friend. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. It looks like they're going to be executing him by just chucking him into the abyss. That's not fun. Oh, yep. Here they are. Hey, I'm here in the nick of time. The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Who are you and what do you want? Well, I want to show that I have evidence he's innocent. Oh, that apparently it automatically activates the instance. Okay. Apparently they didn't like that. Or maybe it's the... Oh, it might be the bad guys that don't like it. Not this executioner guy. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. You look like you're sneering. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Dexter. Foul scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leavold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal! And you, what are you waiting for? Do it! Yes, my lord. Woo! Where did that... All this! Couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headman's axe. Yay! Nice. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange. Mercy! Nice. Well done. Oh. Except we have company. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. Now, here's the question. Is it the death of me or of you? I guess we're going to find out. Oh, hello there. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So be it to be, so it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mila and the others need you, Dexter. Leave him to me. Okie dokie. You go have fun. And I'll try to have fun as well. Need to make my way back up, right? Yeah, I need to make my way back up. Alright, let's take care of these guys first. They need you up on the bridge, I know that. I need to take care of these guys first. Oh, that was easy. Okay, continue on. Hi, guys. Bye. Whee! Avoiding you entirely. Oh, oh, hi. How about I do this then? Oh, that'd be a good idea if I did this too. No, you don't. Not on my watch. Now to take care of you guys. Whoop, couldn't even see what I was doing. And one more. And you. Haha, gotcha. Alright. Let's continue on to save Mila. Yeah. Make my way up and around. Whee! Don't worry, Mila, I'm coming. Hi, everybody. Wanna have some fun with me today? Let's do this. Damage bonus. Take you all out. Almost. Nice. Just two left. Oh, I was going to say it's just one left now, but not anymore. Whoop. How about you guys fight me, specifically? A lot of hits going out. Will you come after me, please? And thank you. How about a reduced damage you deal? Yeah, there we go. Woo, I was taking a lot of hits. Thankfully, I have healers on my side. Yeah. That's just you two. Or three, sorry. Miscounted the number of bars I could see. How about just dealing with one of you at a time? How about that? Ow! What was that? Whoa, that was a lot of damage. Thankfully, I'm getting heals. Almost got him. Come on, it's just taking a while. Oh, you're just because... Oh, that was it. I thought there would be more than that. Yeah. Aldous! Aldous! Whee! Oh! Oh, here's the other guy's sword. You almost had me, Leavold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just have to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leavold. It's over. I'm just noticing where we are, so he's probably... Yep. He's not gonna have the... He's gonna get the last laugh, isn't he? Like hell's it is. I swear you will never know peace. Not in this life, nor the next. Oh, please don't. Leavold, no! And there he goes. You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Well now. Kind of a bittersweet end to this whole thing. Alright, back to the Gladiators Guild once more. Probably for the last time. And whee! Alright, back to Guild. Be weird if I set up... no, maybe because... Yeah. I can't talk anymore. What happened to my voice? It doesn't exist anymore. Or did it ever exist? Interesting philosophical question that I'm not equipped to deal with. I'm glad you were here. You were there, Dexter. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacran. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a little title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No. Leavold may be dead, but the Alacran are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is true. It's a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Ul'dah's loveliest ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Mila. I'm known to have this effect on the fairer sex. I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Mila. Don't ever change. Ah, yes. There's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Dexter. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Bloodsands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leavold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came of it, to this day, I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you'll triumph over any adversary. And with that, I bid you all farewell. Bye, Aldous. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want. What in the seventh hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think all that takes to stand in the blood sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? I think that was actually me, my character, that said that, right? Yeah. Nice! Ooh, a bull hoplon, which I have. An elm with clottle, which I don't really like the appearance of, sadly. Or, I don't know. And more silver pieces. Thank you! Quest complete! Nice! A new chapter of New Game Plus and Tales of War. I believe that's for doing all the... Wait, no. I believe that one is for doing all of the... tanks? Or is it melees? Let's see what it is. And the greatest tales ever told. Let's complete all the Disciple of War quests. That's what it was. And then complete all the class quests available at level 30. Ooh. A Chronicler's Crown. Slash resistance, piercing resistance, and blunt resistance. And it's a level 50 item. Might as well. I'll claim it. Yeah. Alright, so that is it for all of that. So next up... Ooh. So it is Lulutsu who has this last one. Paladin's Pledge. Lulutsu wishes to share with you some exciting news. Oh, there you are, Dexter. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember, you heard this from me, the Sultan Sworn Elite are sharing the secret skills and training of paladins. Incredible, I know. The Sultan Sworn have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts, and competition to get the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Ul'dan Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more Colosseum, just languishing about in the palace all day polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin, and no memorizing the 55 commandments of the sword or any other nonsense either. This is a platinum opportunity that comes about once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers, and regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the Hustings Strip, find the captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite. Genlins is the name, and tell him how much you're just dying to become a paladin. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? That's the whole point of me taking on this quest. So head off to Hustings Strip, huh? Let's see, Hustings Strip? Yeah. Okay, right up here. Let's see, off of this side. Ah, there you are. Genlins is the name. Pardon me, sir. I have a question for you. Yes, I'm Genlins, member of the Sultan Sworn Elite and servant to the Ul'dan Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about the training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good sir. Hi, my name is Dexter Gravel. Dexter. A fine name. I bid you welcome and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what that means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk would wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all these sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn? Well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We are a shadow of what we once were. and the Sultana turns to sellsword to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we have been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. I am assuming that's not Aldous. It would be weird if it was. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. Really? However, first you must show us that that both your sword and heart have metal, and that you're worthy of the honor. In the ruins to the south of Alamigo, you'll find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay those monsters, and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Okie dokie, I can do that. Alright, heading off to Little Alamigo, yes? Let's see. Little Alamigo. Light the brazier and slay the undead drawn to the flame. Is that the exact same spot where I set up the dummies for Haman last time? Is that what the place is referring to? Yes, it is. Wow, what a quinky-dink. Whee! Let's go. I don't know why it has me so zoomed in when it does that. It's jarring to see that happen. Alright, so there's a brazier I need to light around here, right? There it is. The iron brazier. This wasn't here the last time. This must be specific to this quest then. Alright, let us light the brazier. By just touching it a lot. Moans of the undead grow louder. How about this? Damage bonus, and do this some more. I can really just target one of you at a time. Yeah, you're not doing much damage to me anyway. That's fine. No, you don't. Now you. And one more attack should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's another one. Hi. A wandering mage, huh? Ow. How dare. Stop thundering me. Thunder is not fun. Especially if it paralyzes me. There we go. Now feed the Ashkin hearts to the flame. I only got one? It is Ashkin hearts, not Ashkin hearts. Okay. Ooh. If you're in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear or the status you claim. I am just another aging free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the paladin. What? Okay. Here, you'll be returning to the captain, yes? Then give them this crystal. That look didn't seem very pleasant. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin strong and true. Devote yourself to the way and become a beacon of light. Okay. I will try. Bye. I get the feeling we're going to meet again. I mean, I'm pretty darn sure. Present the remains to Genlis. Yeah, Genlis. For some reason, I forgot his name. Alright, let's go! I'm pretty bad at humming, but I like to hum event anyway. So, head out off to... No. Husting Strip. There we go. I wanted to go back to the Gladiators Guild instantly. That's not where I needed to go. Pardon me, good sir, but I found some stuff after burning it. Face the undead monsters who infest the ruins south of Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan. Defeat them and return with proof of your deed. Right here. Yes, that's what I needed. Proof that you have defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I've no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. That as well, for there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You're a paladin now, a custodian of traditions ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, he travels all lands, and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenseless. You swear fealty not to a lord, but to yourself. You are nobility amongst adventurers. I'm noble now? Ooh. You have taken your first steps in a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past, while he who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Bahamut's Fang, you already possess a crystal? And you say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin who told you to hand it to me? Yeah. He did. Where is this crystal of which you speak? I demand you show it to me at once. Sure, it's right here. I wonder why they had to make it a separate thing. Why couldn't they just do one and then the other in the same dialogue? I don't know. Curse him, he has made a mockery of the ritual. That crystal you bear is indeed the soul of the paladin, but it's disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Sworn. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor whom I have been seeking these many moons. Oh, shoot. He is an oathbreaker who bent the knee to the Uldan Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultan Sworn, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor on the Paladin way? This soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may bear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan Sworn. That traitor is no Sultan Sworn, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Well, shoot. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebearers in the Sultan Sworn have preserved its rituals and traditions, and we're duty-bound to uphold them, even if men and women within our own ranks scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Sworn in these troubled times. Though I did not ask for this honor, I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and will fight to restore our name and honor. Our honor and name. That's how it's meant to be said. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you're able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. The next paladin quest will be available from Genless upon reaching level 35. Nice. So to get Spirits Within. Delivers an attack with a potency of 270. Okay, so it's not part of a combo, but it is something I have limited time to use. Or limited uses, because it's a long recast. I see. And Soul of the Paladin. Nice! Quest complete. Paladin unlocked. Yeah, the souls of paladins past bequeath you with their wisdom. Nice. Oh, I thought you had another quest already, but no, you don't. So, if I do this correctly, I go here and then I can do equip straight from here. There we go. Now I'm a paladin. Oh, nope, we need to go back in here and update this. So now, all of these are jobs now instead of just disciples. That's what it was. Yeah. And these are all of the ones that were available in the base game. So at this point, unlocking everything else would be from continuing the story, which I believe is something I'm going to do next time, because at this point, hold on, let me get a better vantage from. Okay, I'll be here. Well, not yet. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately, because of things that are happening this next week, I will not be able to do much in the game. I'll be out of town for the time being, so won't be able to accomplish much side stuff. So in that regard, I decided that what I'm going to do next time is continue with the main quest. So I'll go back to being a warrior and do that. Also, there's something I completely forgot to mention. Now that I bring it up, I've actually had it written down to talk about this at the start. I completely forgot. I completely forgot to acknowledge the fact that I've set that I made that half episode finally. It was actually posted at this point 2 weeks ago. It was an interesting learning experience to figure out how that stuff worked, but at this point I have finally made one, so now I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the next one. I'll provide updates when I come up with them. And I actually did research into why hunting wasn't working last time. Apparently it doesn't work the way I thought it did in Final Fantasy XII, where you were supposed to be able to get the notice, then go find it, kill it, and then come back and get the reward. I think the way it works here is you find what monsters are available to find, go find them, kill them, and then come back and accept the reward. That's what was happening last time. The accept option wasn't to accept the bill for finding it, it was for accepting it to get the reward for killing it. And I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do any of that because they're high-level monsters anyway. Because I remember seeing them, in my research, I realized saw what they had listed on my research is some monsters that I have seen in the overworld before. So I'm realizing they're too powerful for me at this point. I'm pretty sure I might need to do a party or something for a group in order to deal with them. In any case, next week I will be continuing at the main story, and until then, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good night.